becoming a professional full-time travel videographer is a tough road to hoe now. I mean, one of the reasons that I was able to kind of make the transition was that I had a reputation in the still world, and so I started shooting for the blogs. I started shooting my videos for the blogs of the magazines that I was shooting stills for. So most people don't have that that luxury that I had of that long career shooting and everything. From what I can see, and I do a lot of research, I'm self-taught autodidact, so I am just a vacuum cleaner for other people's work on YouTube and everything like that. I think that the first thing to do is to try to just get out there and shoot some stories and put them out there. I recommend all new photographers, once they get, or new videographers, once you get a little competence, to share your expertise in how-to vlogs and that kind of thing. Try to get your viewership up, your Instagram following, your YouTube viewership up. Then maybe approach a camera company or a SD card company or a tripod company for ambassadorships. That's another way of getting known. And then when you get a couple of nice videos under your belt and everything, you can then approach the tourist board of where you might want to go and say, hey, look what I've done here. Can I do something like this for you? And you may get some sponsorships and stuff. But the competition is kind of vicious, and it's a hard road to hoe. But it can be done. But it has to be done in a concentrated manner. And I would really advise people not to do what everybody does and put your baseball cap backwards and be a brotographer, you know, this kind of thing. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's my age, crotchety old man speaking, but boy, YouTube has enough guys saying, what's up, YouTube? I'm going to take you on a great adventure here, and I'm going to have my thing on a stick, and you're going to see me with this crazy stuff in the background. That's not travel. That's not travel journalism. That's selfieism in video to the nth degree. Teach people about the area. What's unique about it? What about this culture? Why should you go? Not this kind of Instagram brotographer, I'm cool, I'm here. I hate that. And there's so much of that that I think if you came in with something that was more cultural, one of my heroes in the business is a young guy, and I've been following him since he kind of broke in 6 or 7 years ago, and now he's like probably, in my opinion, the best travel videographer out there is a guy named Brandon Lee. And I don't know if you've seen any of his stuff, but he does some instructional stuff where he's got the selfie stick and he's talking to you about, but his films, you learn so much about the area in such a cinematic way. He's the role model for I think the new paradigm for travel videographers and stuff. And there's a couple other guys. There's a guy named Josh Morin, and then there's a guy named Oliver Astrolojo or something like that. They're out there. You'll find them on YouTube. And these are the guys they're doing a cinematic travel, short pieces, little mini documentaries, but they're very cinematic, but they're not all about me. They're about the location and the people. And so I would advise young people trying to break in, or even older people trying to break in, look at those guys too. Look at how they do it and everything. But it's a multi-pronged approach, You have to do a little how-to, a little vlogging, all this kind of thing. And then, you hack away at that for 5-7 years, and you get a momentum. And if you're good and if you're lucky, it could happen.
So kind of the idea.
If they see what in your work what they like, they'll come to you and hire you. I mean, my best commercial client came to me saying, we've seen your stuff that you've done overseas. It's Pennsylvania tourism, and they said, can you do something like that for us here? And I did the same thing. I found an interesting character. I told a story. I did all that stuff, and they just keep coming back for more and more because they're finding that the viewership of a cinematic video with a real character, with a real storyline, is getting them much more viewership than their previous model was to go to a place and then have some PR executive saying, yes, in our attraction we have 12 wineries and we have this, that, and the other and stuff. And instead of going to the winemaker, they'd have the PR guy saying, you know. So anyway, yeah, I think, you know, you basically have to make and show the kind of work that you want to get. So in the beginning, I'd say, you know, just it's going to take some self-financing. Shoot a couple of the stories. I mean, I did this as a still photographer. When Peggy and I were newlyweds and I was on the newspaper, I was shooting only black and white. I mean, you're talking to a dinosaur here. And, you know, film, black and white. And I wanted to be a National Geographic photographer. So when I got 2 weeks or 3 weeks off every year, we would go to a place wherever we could afford. I remember the first overseas place we went to was Haiti. It was before Haiti really had the earthquakes and the political problems, but it was the most exotic, closest place to New Jersey that I could get to. And I worked harder on my vacation, making believe I was a geographic photographer trying to shoot a story, and I'd come back, and next time I go on vacation, I'd go someplace else, and I covered. So I've been doing this my whole career, shooting the kind of things that I want to shoot for money, for free first, to show people that I can do it.